Okay, so now that you've finished with the yellow paper and you have turned it in, we're going to go to this paper. This paper is also on our desk, so if we could pause the video, pass it out. Once you get your paper, put your name on it. All right, here we go. And I also forgot to mention that if you are getting loud in the class or if you're not paying attention, I don't want the guest teacher or the sub to pause the video and rewind. I want you to keep up with the video. So let that, because the next two papers are a little bit different, let that be your warning. All right, on this paper, at the top, y equals mx plus b, m is the slope, right, slope right there. B is the y-intercept, right, y-intercept. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 are probably pretty easy, so I'm going to let you do 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do number 4 and number 5 with you. So after I do number 4, I'm going to do number 5, and then after number 5, you'll have about 15 minutes. I want you to do 1, 2, and 3. When you're done, you need to turn this into the sub or the guest teacher. Do not take this home. So let's start with number 4. Anne just started a babysitting job after school. She charges $8 per hour to watch her neighbor's kids. Write an equation to represent the total amount earned after watching the kids for each number of hours. So $8 per hour, that's your slope. It's going to happen over and over again. Every hour, $8. Another hour, $8. Another hour, $8. Another hour, $8. So that is your slope. There is no y-intercept because when I start, I get $0. So 0 hours, $0. So my equation is just my money is equal to $8 times how many hours I work. So my slope right here would be 8 because every hour I get $8. My y-intercept would be 0 because at 0 hours I'm getting $0. I'll give you a second, make sure you have that written down. Now, the next thing you need to do is what if this part right here changes? So the neighbors have called and canceled on Anne last minute. So she decides to charge a service fee of $15 so that she gets paid when they cancel. So now they're changing. So with that $15, that service fee, would that change the slope? Is that going to change every single hour? Or is that going to change the y-intercept? Is that going to change her starting point? It's going to change the y-intercept. Now because she's adding that $15 one time. Meaning, even at 0 hours, if somebody cancels and she watches your kids for 0 hours, she's still going to get $15 because you still have to start off by paying that service fee. So your y-intercept changed. So now your equation, if she decides to do this, would be y equals 8x plus 15. You're going to have to pay that $15 plus $8 every hour she watches your kid. Okay, make sure you have this down. We're going to go to number 5. Okay, number 5. All right, Johnny gets a monthly paycheck of $550 each month. He received a signing bonus of $800 for beginning with a company. Write an equation to represent the total amount Johnny has earned after M number of months with the company. So $550 each month, that's your slope. It's going to happen over and over again. Every month he gets $550. Your signing bonus, you only get it one time when you sign on to the job, when you start your job. So you get that $800, but you only get it one time. So that's your y-intercept. You start here with $800, and then every month you go up $550. So you're going to write your equation, y equals mx plus b, right here. M is your slope, that's 550, because it happens over and over again. B is your y-intercept, ours is 800, because he starts off at $800 for the signing bonus. Make sure you put that in that box right there. Now your slope, pretty easy to put your slope right here. 550 is what he's getting every month, over and over. Your y-intercept is 800 because that's the signing bonus where he starts with. So I'll give you a second. Make sure you have this down. Okay, so what if, due to cutbacks in the company, Johnny's monthly paycheck will only be $400? So now you have to determine, is that the slope or the y-intercept changing? So I'm going to go back to the problem. Monthly paycheck. So over here, a monthly paycheck, that's the 550. So instead of 550 now, it's going to be 400. And that 550 was our slope. So over here, it's going to change in the slope. Instead of 550 each month, it's now $400 each month. So your slope would then, instead of 550, it would be 400. Okay, so there you go. You should have 4 and 5 done. Meaning, if you do nothing for the rest of the class period on this paper, you still have a 40, which is better than a 0. Now, each problem is worth 20 points. So I recommend that you, in the next 15 minutes, get number 1, number 2, number 3 done, and turn it into the sub. The next video is going to be over foldable notes, and I'm expecting you to get through that video, so make sure you work diligently.